Hello everyone, it's Pat with an Oracle card reading and message for the 21st going into the weekend, 22nd, 23rd. So I hope you're having a good week, and I missed the beginning of the week, but I wanted to get back and be sure to do at least one reading this week, and I hope to do another one over the weekend. So I hope your week is going well. As usual, I pick from the Archangel Oracle cards for a message. I love tuning in to the archangels for whatever might be going on with us during our week. For they're just so strong and powerful, their energies, that I like to know kind of like who's watching over us for the week, and whose energy should we call upon for whatever we're going through or dealing with. Okay, so let's start out with them, and then we'll go on to the next deck. Which for this week, for today, I decided to use the daily guidance in addition to the archangels. So um, I call upon the archangels that may be working with us for whatever messages they have for us for the remainder of this week. What's going on? Okay. Excuse me. All right, so the first archangel that's come out, there's actually two that's flipped out here. And this is Archangel Raphael with the message of breathe. All right. And when this message showed up, I'll read the card. It says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So with the full moon that we just had, that oftentimes can shine the light on things. You can, it can bring up issues. Sometimes we end up feeling very emotional, or, very sensitive, I guess would say, if you're full moon sensitive. Some of us are very sensitive to the energies of the full moon cycles. So if you've had that coming up, or if you've had to deal with any particular difficult issues in your life, or addressing anything that was any relationship issues with people, or work or health related issues, this is actually a technique. He's telling you to breathe your way through it. As you feel stress and anxiety build up in yourself, take some time out to just breathe as a way of releasing the emotions that are coming up for you. It's a way to get in touch with your inner self, your true self, your authentic self. It's a way to get in touch with your inner knowing and your own inner authority. Okay, so it's a message to just take 5. Okay, if you're encountering a difficult situation, take 5. It can also be a message, which I think very much pertains to the past couple of days of, it's a time to breathe easier. Okay, he's letting you know that, you can relax a bit. All right, and if you feel nervous or nervous or afraid of anything going on, just take the time to breathe your way through it. And call on Raphael. His energy is this beautiful emerald green color, all right? And he's urging you to pay attention to your breath so you can be in touch with your inner truth, okay? And there's different ways to do that. You can do it through, sometimes this message has to do with getting more cardiovascular exercise, or something like yoga, where people, get into the postures and they use their breath in the postures as a way of helping to de-stress. All right, this is very much a message about de-stressing. Raphael's a healing archangel, so he always comes in when we're working on our own self-healing, or with a message like this where he's just kind of like, hey, you've been going through a lot, take time out to breathe. If you've had a really busy, hectic schedule, this is a message for you to take some time out. Give yourself a moment to breathe and create some space for yourself, especially if you've been around a lot of people or situations where there's a lot of drama going on. Take some time to give yourself a moment to breathe and think, okay? And if that's not going on for you, if you're having a pretty decent week, then the message is more like, take some time out to meditate. Focus on your breath. And, bring yourself to a place of more calmness. Okay? So that was Archangel Raphael. The other archangel that came out too was Zadkiel with the message of compassion. And he says, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So I know in the United States with the current presidential election, there is just so much drama going on. And, the news and, a lot of us who post on Facebook jump on opportunities to, you know, I know I've put out a little political satire here and there, but there's a lot of judgments and things running around. And there's just a lot, with the rioting that's gone on, not just in this country, but, obviously the drama that's gone on in other areas of the world. So Zadkiel's message is about how to heal some of this that's going on, all right? And it's through compassion. He's like, soften your heart with respect to the whole situation and the people that are involved on all sides. Now, it's not always easy to do that. That's why we call on them for help with that, help at looking at the bigger picture. And he's letting us know that compassion is the way to resolve a lot of things. And it doesn't always seem that way up front, but there is a way of disarming with empathy. Okay, sometimes very tense situations can be resolved through breathing and by disarming with having compassion and understanding towards the parties involved, including yourself. Okay, this can be, if it's a message for you, and you'll know if you're tuned into it, to not be too hard on yourself if there's been a difficult situation that you've been through. Okay, so Zadkiel, like Michael, can be an angel who helps to clear away toxic energies from around your heart. And he's a very studious angel. He helps, like Archangel Uriel, he helps us to remember facts, figures, helps us to study for things, prepare for things. So he's a great angel to call upon, and he has an immense amount of compassion. So that's what's leading us into the end of our week. One of the other daily cards that had popped out earlier when I was shuffling for all of you was this one, Cupid. And it says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So for those of you out there who are single, it may mean that there's someone new that's coming into your life this week. It's just a reminder again, kind of like with the breathe card, to lighten up. She's blowing bubbles here. These are the heart-shaped bubbles, if you can see it. And which is, really, it's an image of playfulness. So it's a reminder to be playful and a little bit more lighthearted in your interactions with other people. And especially, because you never know when someone potential relationship partner might show up for you. Now, if you're already in a committed relationship, it may be a way to rejuvenate, have some fun. Playfulness is, and the lightheartedness it embodies is a way of, enjoying a romantic part of your life. It's even if you're not into the whole romance thing, it's just the whole point of be a little bit more lighthearted, have fun, and be playful with it. Okay, because that can really reawaken the energy and the attraction, etc., etc. All right, let's see if there's any other message from these daily guidance angels, and then we'll be done, because we all have to get on with our day. All right, angels, any other final message for us? Oh my God, ask and you shall receive, right? There was a bunch of them. All right, I won't go into these too much because there was quite a few of them. But, okay, so play. That was one of the ones that came out. What did I just say with the Cupid card? They're letting you know it's time to play as we get into the weekend. We also got the giving and receiving card. And it says, the entire universe operates in cycles, similar to your inhalations and exhalations. So it's a reminder that, if you're giving a lot, allow yourself to receive. If you've received a lot, it's time for you to give. It's about remembering to balance both, okay? And this card popped out, letting you know that there's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes what appears to be a problem is actually part of an answered prayer, okay? And I feel like this has to do with, if there was any tension or something you were dealing with this week, there's a favorable outcome to it, letting you know about that. All right, take care, everyone. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Have a great rest of the week.